Welcome! My name is Nitsa, and today I'm going to show you how to make a lamb lemon stew. Very interesting dish. As you all know by now, I'm Greek, and us Greeks eat lamb for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we have it as a very, very, very famous dish. So one of the dishes that we make is lamb stew with lettuce and dill and lots of lemon. So I'm going to show you what we need to start preparing for the recipe. It's not that hard to make, and it's very, very, very tasty for those lamb lovers out there. Let's go make it. Hi, hope everybody is well today. Today we're going to make another stew, but this time it's going to be a lemon lamb stew with lettuce and fresh onions. First thing I need to do, I'm going to use again my pressure pot or my Instant Pot, or if you have a pressure cooker, that would be fine. If you don't, you can use your regular stovetop pot. It's just going to take a little bit longer for the lamb to cook. I'm only going to cook it for about 40 minutes in here. It probably needs about an hour and a half, at least an hour and 45 minutes in the regular pot. I have half a cup of oil, which I'm going to put in, and I set it to saute. So I'm going to saute my onions. I have one regular onion in here and one green onion or scallion. There you go. You can see that. And as soon as my oil warms up a little bit, we're going to saute those. Okay, so while my oil is warming up, I'm going to just run through the ingredients real quick. So as I said, I have one minced onion and a bunch, about 4 or 5 scallions in here. And I'm going to put them to saute in a minute. I have the lamb. It's about 2.5 pounds of lamb. It's the shoulder of the lamb. And I have lettuce, 2 lettuce heads over there, which I chopped with my hands. I didn't even need to cut them any special way. Salt and pepper right here. Lemon juice. Dill, about half from the bunch. Dill, which I minced. And I have some extra lemon here and 2 eggs for the egg lemon sauce that I'm going to make at the end. Time for my onions to go in. We're going to give it about 3-4 minutes for the onions to take a nice color and saute, and then we're going to add the lamb in so that the lamb can saute as well. So we're going to wait for a few minutes while we mix it. The combination of the 2 onions, the white onion and the scallion, is divine, out of this world. So my onions have sauteed a little bit. I don't want to burn them, so this is good enough. They have been in there for a couple of minutes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the lamb, the pieces of lamb, so they can saute as well. In the Greek culture, lamb is one of the main dishes, and we cook it in so many different ways. This is kind of like a stew, lemon stew, that we make a sauce, a special sauce at the end, like the aυγολέμονο soup. It's made with egg and lemon, and we put it on top. So my lamb is in. I'm going to let it saute as well. It's going to take about 6-7 minutes to saute very well on all the sides before I put anything else in, or before I let it cook for about 30 minutes. So let's wait for it to saute while I mix it. So while my lamb is sauteing, I'm going to add the secret ingredient. The ingredient I didn't have before. Flour, all-purpose flour, 3 tablespoons. And I'm going to have it saute with my lamb. Mix it a little bit and add the rest of it. This way my stew is not going to be watery in the end. It's going to help take all the water in. And I'm going to add a little bit of water because the lamb needs to cook. But the flour is going to prevent it from being too watery in the end. I'm going to let it saute. I've been sauteing it for about 10 minutes if you want to have an approximation of time. And then I added the all-purpose flour, and I'm going to let it saute a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the lemon to simmer it down. So I'm going to leave it like that for another 3 minutes, and then I'll put the lemon in. Time for my lemon to be added. 1.5 squeezed lemon out of the 3 lemons that I need for the total. And again, the lemon, it depends how savory you want it. And I'm also gonna add 1.5 cup of water. I'm going to mix it. And I'm going to turn it a little bit so you can see. You can see that it's not that watery. I'm going to let it boil. And it's going to boil for about 30 minutes. So some of the water is going to go away. I'm going to let the lamb boil alone. Put it under pressure cook for about 35 minutes. And then I'm going to open it and add the lettuce and the dill. You've noticed I left the salt and the pepper out. I'm going to add it at the end because I don't want my lamb to be hard, the meat to be hard. So the salt and the pepper are going to go in when I add the rest of my ingredients. Ready to cover? Cover for 35 minutes and we'll be back when that beep goes on. 35 minutes have passed and I'm gonna open my pressure cooker. I'm gonna show you what it's supposed to look like. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to add salt, pepper, and the lettuce and the dill. It's okay if the lettuce is gonna overflow because it's gonna cook and it's gonna become very little in there. We need to cook it for about 15 minutes with the lettuce. Down a bit. I'm going to cook like this for 15 minutes and then I'm going to open again and put salt, pepper, and the dill. Now I will open, I have them in for about 7 or 8 minutes, but I will open again so I can put in the dill. See how the lettuce went down? So I'm going to mix it a little bit so it goes everywhere. And now I'm going to add salt, pepper, which I have here, and the dill. Mix it up a bit. You can check at this point if it needs a little bit more of water. If it doesn't, you can just let it be, as lettuce is gonna make the water come out. Lettuce brings water out. There's enough water in here. So I'm gonna cover it and let it on pressure cook for another 15 minutes, and then it's gonna be all set already. This is the final step for our lamb stew. I'm going to leave this right here and the eggs. So about 15 minutes have passed and you can open. You can see the lamb stew with the lettuce. This is almost a finished product. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit out. The reason I'm taking this out, and mostly juice, I don't want the meat. I can take some lettuce, but mostly juice. I want it to cool off a little bit because as I'm gonna make the sauce, I don't want to throw the sauce right in the food. I want to add this first in the sauce so it doesn't, so the egg can hold well. So I'm gonna leave these for a few minutes. And I can still beat my eggs while I wait. So we're going to need 2 eggs. I'm going to separate the egg from the egg white, the yolk from the egg white. I'm going to keep though the yolk because I'm going to need it. Let me just get somewhere to put this. I'm gonna save them. Now, years ago, when we used to make this, we used to use 2 forks and we used to beat the egg whites. I'm not gonna use 2 forks now. I'm gonna use a hand blender, hand mixer, whatever you want to call it, to mix them. We're going to add a pinch of salt to the egg whites, and I'm going to go ahead and start mixing them with my blender. And I'm going to keep doing this until it's really, really foamy. Okay, so I beat my eggs into like a meringue. See how fluffy it is? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add my yolk, and I'm just going to mix it in there. And I'm also gonna add about 1 whole lemon. The lemon, it's a preference. It depends how savory again you like it. We really like lots of lemon, so we put lots of it. So I use about 3 lemons for the whole food. So after we mix everything together, this is where this comes. This is where this comes in. This has cooled off a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add this first to my mixture slowly. And I'm gonna mix it a bit like this. This way my sauce will warm up a little bit, so when I put it in that really, really hot food, it's gonna keep its texture and it's gonna be thick like this. Mix it a little bit, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna throw it all in my pot. Mix it a bit, and my sauce is ready. This is how it would look. I'm going to serve it in a plate so you can see how it actually looks. Time to serve. Let's see. And this is our delicious and tasty lamb stew with the excellent sauce. I hope you enjoy making it. If you have any questions, you can always go to my Facebook page, In the Kitchen with Nitsa, or underneath the YouTube video and ask me. But this is what the final product looks like. And it's, again, a lemon lamb stew with lettuce and scallions.